Hi everyone, this is Eric Diaz. This is Marketing 110. Thanks again for joining us. I'm really happy today to have our guest speaker, who is Ana Gomez. And Ana, I know you guys saw her bio, but I'll just tell you briefly about her. So Ana Gomez, 32, based in San Diego, California. She mainly creates social media content about fragrance, hair, and makeup. She's worked with many brands, including Sungate Sunglasses, Got to Be Hair Products, Philip Kingsley, even New York Lash Products, and many more. You guys also saw that I shared her press kit, which I think will be nice. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. Ana, so nice to have you. Thank you again for joining the class.
Hi, thank you so much for the invite. I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Thank you. So Ana, tell us just in general, and actually, I think somebody had a question similar to this. Yeah, actually, I'm going to start it off with a question that was submitted online from Paula, and she asks, "What does your typical day look like?"
Okay, so it has definitely changed, but before the pandemic, I will drive up to LA. Like most of the events I will go and sponsors I will get will be from LA area. So there will be some days where I have like 2 or 3 events on the same day. And so I will go very early, like 6 a.m., drive up to LA, and then go to these different events and, do all the experiences they had. And then I will blog about it like in the next days. But now I do everything most from my home. So I will just go to my beauty room. I have a room in my house that's dedicated to all the products I receive, and I will test and try out the different products I have for the month or the week. And then I will start creating videos and photos. And also I will go, I live in a little what do you say, like there's like a security outside, like a little sorry, my Spanish is my first language, so I'm translating as I speak. But
Sure,
I
no
will
worries.
go right outside to my house and take photos also. I like taking a lot of photos and videos here outside my neighborhood, and that's what I will do for I really really love. And then if you saw that I also have a TikTok now, a new account where I literally play with toys. And I'm so excited for that. It's something that's just like fun and something different that's totally I will blame the pandemic for that because I'm playing with toys as a 3-year-old. But I have a dedicated area also for that. And I will take around at least 3 of videos for that. But when I started doing 8 to 10 videos per day just for that account. So
Wow,
that's a lot of content.
that
Yeah.
is that is. And tell us a little bit, like, how did you get started with I really love, and also, and how did the minis, yeah, how did that come to be? Like, if you don't mind, just kind of tell us the background, how did those happen, how those started.
Yeah. So I started with I really, really love because I started that in 2015 because I really love fashion magazines. And I actually studied journalism because of that, because of my love for magazines. And when in around 2015, there were these influencers, bloggers, that's what you used to, everybody used to call them before. We have like the blonde salad, that's Chira Ferragani, and then Men Repeller, Who What Where, who had these amazing websites where they were literally the fashion editors. So I was really obsessed with that. Like I would daily be like looking at that website. I was like, I want one. Then my boyfriend is a graphic designer, and he said like, then why you don't like start one? And I'm like, what? Can I do one? He did my logo, and he actually is a graphic designer slash photographer. So he actually helped me to take a lot of the pictures I have for my actual blog. and they are like high resolution photos. And I think that's different maybe from other bloggers or influencers who just like take the phone. I will take my camera and sorry, let me just take a minute here. And that's how I started.
Sure. And that's for I really love, or is that for the minis or?
And yeah, also the last year I started well, being hours and hours on TikTok, and then I discovered these little minis there, and I thought to myself that I could do. I saw some people that had the minis, and you get this like at Walmart or Target, and I didn't know you could find them so easily. So I was like, oh, I need one. And then my husband and I started thinking that maybe we can do like a brand of doing like between him and I, these little minis personalized for brands. So for example, we will take, we did this for like a lipstick. We had of MAC lipstick, and then we took like the regular box and then did it in miniature, like a little mini of the box. So we will, everything was thinking that we could like market this to brands, so we can do specialized content. And I think TikTok is like this huge market that we could take advantage by doing this minis. And doing this from the beginning, it was supposed to be like that, to have like this little store where we have like these little brands and everything will be like sponsored for the brands, and then like do this but interact at the same time with all the comments that we get. um, and that's how we started. I really wanted to get to 100,000 followers. That was like my goal. We started in January this year, and we're right now close to 800,000. So I think we're doing a good job there.
Yeah, definitely. That's tough to get to that level of success. So impressive that you've done that so quickly. So, and also, yeah, kind of inspiring to see how you kind of took advantage of the situation with, I guess, TikTok becoming more popular and kind of like the trend for minis and kind of made that its own thing. So that's really, really impressive. Zoe, so I want to pass to you, and if you want to ask some of the questions you have.
Hi. So my first question is, what keeps you feeling motivated and like kind of you don't get content block or like unmotivated from posting all the time and posting about different topics? Like, how do you stay motivated?
Yeah, well, I love to go to the search section on Instagram, and right now the algorithm, like, it definitely works for me as a user. Like, I know they giving me the content that I like, so I see like all these amazing other influencers, and I do get influenced by all of them. So I definitely go to Instagram search area and I will go there. Besides all the people I'm following, also I did, like go and check them out too.
Awesome. And then my second question is, do you have like your favorite brand that you're working with, either through TikTok or through Instagram?
Yeah, I do have a few that to receive like 5 packages of ColourPop per month, and I used to love it so much. I was actually dropped from their PR because I didn't post as much as I did at the beginning. So I think I kind of dropped the ball there, and it was definitely my fault that I stopped receiving the PR because I couldn't, they released like a lot of makeup and I couldn't keep up with them, but I had a lot of fun receiving their PR packages. And then I'm currently doing for the minis, we have a contract with FabFitFun. When they gave us like the whole box of their products, like the real size, and then we do them in mini. So we just did that. I think Eric showed you, I don't know if he showed you the link to that specific campaign, but we're doing their summer box too. It's not out yet. We already received the box, so we need to work on the minis in the next few weeks to then do another video. And I love working with them. I think it's so fun doing the minis, like doing something that it's not out there. And then they asked us also to send them the minis. So the actual CEO wanted the minis for herself. So I think that was so cool. And also for I really love, I'm doing currently like I'm an ambassador for a brand called Fitzer. And that's, I think you can see it here on my Instagram. It's a seltzer from Mexico, and they send me like these crazy amounts of Fitzers. So my kitchen and my garage is full with them, and they are so good. And I really love that. I have like lots of alcohol for all my weekends. So I think I'm really having fun with them because they are doing activities for all the ambassadors. So they connect different brands, but still with Fitzer and still with the same ambassadors. I think that's a really cool partnership.
Hey, Anna, what was the brand that you mentioned? Well, you mentioned what FabFitFun, and what was the other one? ColourPop? Was that right or no?
Oh, ColourPop. Yeah, you need to go way behind, way below on my Instagram.
But do you have is the FabFitFun up here? I was just curious if I can check it out.
I do. I have it here. Hold on. On the TikTok will be a little down below because, like I said, I do like 8 to 10 videos per day, so it will be a little back, a little down below. So those one. We also created this Etsy account, so we want other people to have their little mini markets. So we sell the minis we do, the ones that you cannot get in a store. So they're just like for fun. We're selling it at a high price because if we sell it like a low price, we know we're gonna get like tons of orders and we can do all of them because they do take a lot of time to do. But I mean, there's still people that are still buying it, and we're like so fun sending them like I love people playing with minis still. Like I'm obsessed with that.
Hey Anna, just general question: how did these get made? Like how did these get made? These little boxes.
Like I mentioned, my husband is a graphic designer, so he will actually like he goes to his computer and then like he does the little like the template, and then I will go to the print shop and I will print them, and we cut and we glue them together. So it takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
and they're just like
it's impressive.
It's like a hard paper. It's like a hard paper. It's still paper, but it's like a hard one. So, I mean, if it gets wet, it will get destroyed. But it's like tough. It is tough.
Very good. And then I want to ask Andrea, did you have a question that popped up?
Yes, I have 2 questions. Number 1, how do you deal with like imposter syndrome, especially when you started out and you're posting your own fan base? Did you ever like doubt yourself and were like, well, I'm just like a normal person, I don't know if I'm entitled to be doing this? And if you did have those doubts, how did you get past them?
I think because of the name I chose, I really, really love, I will share like only the things I really, really love. So I think I have like this perspective that this is what I really, really love. This is what I think. And like, this is my experience. So I know, like, for example, a product that I love, one of my friends can like maybe do not like it at all, but that's why I had like, we had like a month trying to come up with a name that will like be under this brand. So I think I really, really love actually tackles that's like saying that's what I like. This is my experience. So of course, um, I don't think I have ever, I have definitely received bad, um, bad comments, but I will like, I know it's like, I will not take it so seriously. I know it's not um, maybe personal, so I will take it like that.
But do the doubts ever just come from your own mind? Because like I'm not in my own Instagram, like I just like to share pictures of my outfits and like the places that I like to go eat. And sometimes I'm just like, why?
Oh
I
yeah.
just like get too into my head about like, does this even really matter? Does anyone care? Like, why am I doing this? And then that goes away, but like every now and then, like those thoughts just creep up. Does that ever happen to you?
I think that definitely happened to me last year on the pandemic. I had actually a tough year at the beginning because I was like, why would I talk about makeup? Like people are dying. Like, I don't know, like it makes no sense to me. So I did actually pull away a little during the first, will be between March and April. Like I kind of did like some videos. Like I started doing makeup videos because I was at home. So I had more time to do this content. But at the same time, was like, do people want to see this? Like, I don't think it's like the time. So I would just like maybe refrain from posting when I feel like that. But I'll definitely think that like if, well, how do I say it? Like I will not take anything so personal, and I think it's just like for fun. So I don't take it so seriously. As in, I know it's a business, and I do like compromise with dates and everything. So what I mean is like it's just like entertainment. So I will like think like it's serious, but not that serious. You know, I don't know if
Okay. Well, that does make sense. And then I do have another question. So you mentioned that you do have like a background in journalism, but when it comes to like the influencer work that you do, how much of it is like you learning on your own and you learning from the mistakes that you've made, and how much of it is, I don't know if you work with like an agency like that helps manage like your image and like your partnerships with people, but like how does all of that guidance and know-how like come to you?
Well, I don't work with one agency for my image, but I do try and go to all the workshops that I can. For example, if Facebook does some workshops, like free workshops, I will go to them as much as I can. I actually took a TikTok workshop that helped me understand how TikTok works. So like one of my friends was saying that, oh, there's a TikTok workshop. I'm like, why would you take it? And I was like, wait a moment. I did took one TikTok workshop, and that was before I launched Mini Superstore. So definitely, I think that helped me a lot. So I will always like try to understand. I know nobody knows exactly how the algorithm works, but we're like trying to maybe like understand how there's all these tools available, and maybe not all of the people take advantage. And going to these workshops definitely helps me a lot. to understand a lot. Like, for example, on TikTok, I learned that when you upload a video, the app itself will like read, there's a girl, it's not a boy, it's a girl, and she's wearing shorts and she's outside, and then she has good lighting, and it will like, all that matters. So I was like, I didn't know that matters. So of course, all the videos I take from the mini superstore, they always had to have the best light, and they have to be really clear, and everything has to be like within the parameters that are good. For example, we cannot show alcohol, we cannot show, we cannot curse, we cannot like do all of these things that maybe not a lot of people know. And while taking these workshops helps me like understand better and improve, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good question, Andrea. Thanks for asking those. And then I had some questions that came from Cynthia in the class, and she asked, she asked about how do you, another question about content. How do you keep your content unique and different from other hair and makeup creators?
Okay, that's stuff. I think I have a personal style that it really shows on my pictures. And I will take, for example, actually I think it kind of, I had a question like that from the ones you sent me, that there was the brand, I did a content campaign with them. They wanted me to wear these colors, like they would prefer if I wear their colors, like it was like blue, white, and red. Like they just prefer if I was wearing, it was not like something like obligatory. Like it was something that if I wanted to. So I would, for example, that time I did take I have a gold background. If you see all my pictures, like that's like my signature. It became like my signature background on my Instagram. But I will use my background and then I will incorporate those colors. So I will like take advice from the PR, from the PR, and then like adjust it to my style. I don't know if that explains, if I explained correctly. So
Yeah.
So I will like, yeah, so I would adapt my style to maybe trends out there, or yeah, like specifically content that's requested for me.
And then what was your first experience working with a brand for like any kind of sponsored content? How did you get started with that?
Well, actually, I think I created an email. So when I created my blog, I did like everything. Like I launched the Instagram, I had my blog, like my actual website. I really, really love that. And then I created like the Facebook, the Pinterest, and I had my email account linked to my Instagram. And I received an email from someone that wanted to send me like jewelry from a JLo collection that was out there. This was 2015. And I was so excited. So I was actually contacted through email, and I think they saw my Instagram, and that's how they contacted me. And that was the first one. And I did a whole photo shoot for a bracelet that I received. Like I went like crazy with that, and that's how it started.
That's great. No, that's a great story. I mean, it's always interesting how somebody will get their first sponsored post. So, and then I had a couple questions. These are more on the business side. So these are from Antonius in the class. So he said, I see you're from San Diego, and a big part of your audience is from California as well. Do you plan on expanding your company? If so, when, I guess, would it be? Where would you expand it to?
So my mom lives in Tijuana, so I will go, but I started journalism in San Diego. So I'm like really, really linked. So I'm like really try like regional, I would say. So this last year, I started collaborating with a lot of local brands, and I really like that. I think that there's a lot of companies and brands that need a shout out, especially right now. And so I think I think I have on my Instagram like the Mexico flag and the USA flag. So I will consider, yeah, I have like the Mexico flag and the USA flag on my Instagram. And so I will go like try to expand all like through all the whole region. And then, like I said, I used to go to LA to a lot of events. So I will go like to all these different places like near. I think everything's like a car ride away. So I will take advantage of that.
Very good. And then Antonius also, had a follow-up question was, do you think you would ever open up like a retail store, or do you think you would be digital always?
I actually would love to have a retail space, and I wanted to do that a lot. Like I want to do that. Like that's my goal, I think. But I think I still need to have more clients first before opening a store. So my husband's recommendation was that I needed to build a more of an online presence first, and then people will easily follow a store, a physical store. Yeah, but that's my plan. Yeah.
Got it. No, thank you for sharing. What are some of the tough, so Paula sent a question. She asked about maybe some of the challenges with managing some of your accounts. She asked, what are some problems that you have to deal with or decisions that you constantly have to make?
So like I'd say again, I know I do take it as serious, but not so serious. So I used to do this collaboration with a local newspaper where I would go every week and then do like a blog for them, like a video, and talk about beauty for their followers. They have almost 2 million followers on Facebook. So the video will get like 20,000 views. Like it will be me talking about beauty. And I remember in a video, I had so much hate comments, like a lot of hate comments on one video that I did. And I got really discouraged. So I think that was the only time I have had like a problem. And all my friends were like sending me messages like, oh my God, people are so mean. And I was like, it's the internet, it's okay, it's fine. Like, so I think that was the only thing that, like the only time I had like a lot of videos, and it was me doing my hair. And it's so funny because it was in Spanish, but well, what I was doing was I had my hair, it was like bright pink, and I was using an iron to, instead of doing like flat hair, it will be curled hair. So like, let me show you this trick of doing the curl hair with a flat iron. And I used to have this treatment that protects my hair, but it gives out smoke when you put the flat iron. So when I was using the flat iron, there was like smoke coming off my hair. So it was like this crazy video, but my hair was like so healthy because it was actually working. So that was how the treatment works. So, but like when you saw it, it was like this girl's like burning her hair. Like, what is she doing? So that's what I had like lots of hate comments. I was like just having fun. Like, was like, dude, it was not like my hair is fine, guys. But I don't know. I had like a lot of hate comments, but I thought it was funny. So I think that was the only time, like, because it was like thousands and thousands of comments. But like, again, I try to not take it so seriously because I know like it will be over like in the next week. So it was like, yeah. So that was the time I had like this big problem. But again, if you compare it to like real world problems, it was like not a problem, you know?
Not so serious. Yeah.
So yeah.
Anna, quick question for you. So if you had to quickly describe yourself, I guess what we say is an elevator conversation. So how best would you describe yourself in an elevator conversation?
Okay, so you know that I talk a lot, but briefly I will say I create content, mainly beauty and fashion content for this Instagram I have, and also like I think it's different because I have like two different brands right now. If I would say, if I will be talking about I really love, so this is what I will say, that I create content, you know, I will do product reviews for this blog I have, and it's really cool because I will try out maybe new brands that they are not out in the market yet, and I will try them first and I will do a review about it. So that's what I will say for I really love. And then for the mini superstore, it's really funny because I say to my friends, hey, do you know I play with toys now on the internet? And I will just like show them a video because I think when I tell them, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. And then they will see a video and they're like, oh my God, I have seen those videos. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know what, let me share my screen. I wanna talk about your press kit for a minute, because I think that's something that's important to kind of talk about. And I just want to know a little bit more about like how you put this together, how you chose the metrics that you decided to share, and when do you use this? Who sees this? How does that work?
Okay. Yeah.
Let me know if you can see on my screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't have um an agency that it's specifically for me as my image, but I do work for different companies that work with influencers and brands. So what I will do is I connect my Instagram account, I will connect my Facebook and my TikTok and everything, and they have their programs that they do this. So it was not, I didn't put this together. I got this from Four. That's the name of the company, Four, and they actually connect influencers with brands. And I have a profile there, and they rank. This is crazy because they rank their influencers. I think it's through engagement, maybe. So I'm like number. I remember like number 10,000, something like that. So I'm like number 10,000 of like 100,000 influencers they have. So this
The
is
top
from
10%.
their
That's
website.
great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they put this together basically just by measuring from your, you said four channels, is that right?
This is from so I have like a main profile they automatically do, and they have like all my channels, and this is just like the Instagram profile. So they will like they have like these tools, and this is the Instagram PR kit that you can download for
That's
free
great.
because you're part of them. Yeah, so it's really cool because I have received also brand collaborations through them because they already have like all my data like there.
That's great. Yeah, and you know, it's interesting. One of the metrics is the sponsored content versus organic content. I've seen a lot of these tools in the past. That one I haven't seen, so that's interesting. I imagine that they probably just look for the hashtag sponsored or hashtag ad and decide how
Yeah,
many of your
because
posts have that.
I think it will be the sponsor will be the hashtag that's ad. Yeah, because some other, for example, the one I think I just uploaded a new Instagram photo, and I don't have to use the hashtag ad. I will have to use the hashtag partner, dermalogical partner. So it's different, and I don't think that this tool reads that. So yeah. So this will be like for just like the hashtag ad.
Okay. Cool. No, very good. Thanks for sharing that. Um,
Yeah.
What about now for you, staying with the metrics? So one of the things that the students in the class do is they're actually creating fictional businesses, and they're actually already doing this. And every week they create content, and then they also look at their analytics. So they want to look at what how many views, impressions, clicks, engagements, all that. What for you personally? What is the most important metric for you when you're looking at your brand's performance?
So for me, it will be when I upload a story and I will get reply messages. So I think that's like an extra step people take, and that means that they are really interested or really have a comment. So I think that's for me, like the reply and comments. I think I do focus a lot on those, although like I will take any likes I can get. But I think the comments and replies messages are like, they're really interested and they really are like want to know more about this thing I'm talking about. So I think that's something I really like seeing, like having a response.
Got it. Perfect. All right, a couple other questions. And ladies, if any other questions come to you guys, just message me, let me know. What would be your dream brand to work for?
Okay, so I actually was like trying to I had like my little what would say, like a dream board of friends I would like to work with, and I think one of those is Tatcha. It's TATCHA, and that's a beauty company. But what I like about that company is that they have these ambassadors where they will do like all these experiences that are like, they only have like a beauty brand, but they will do like this whole experience for their ambassadors. So I would love to be one of their ambassadors. One of the campaigns they did was they sent a Nintendo Switch to all of their ambassadors. So because they had like a virtual event on Animal Crossing, you know, the game Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And they are a beauty company. So, I mean, imagine having them doing this that's like so outside the box. And I think I love that, like thinking outside the box. It's really cool for me. So having this brand doing this, like this extravagant and maybe something that has nothing to do with the actual beauty of product, but they are like using all these tools like, hey, Animal Crossing is trending, let's use this. And so I think that really wants me to go and try to be one of their ambassadors. I think it's really cool to be part of a company that's like that.
Gotcha. What do you ever reach out directly to a brand that you want to work with? And if
Yes,
so, how do you do it?
I do that. Yes, I do that a lot since I started. I will go to the website of the company I would like to work. Now that I think about it, I haven't done that with Touch, but I will go to the website and look for the PR or media contact person, and I will send them a message talking about who am I and that I would like to work with them.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you go to the website, find the PR media person and just send a note. Okay.
Yeah, and also sometimes I will send a private message on Facebook or a DM on Instagram too. Yeah.
Okay. Question for you about like how did you choose the platforms? Like, so how did you choose Instagram? I guess Instagram is probably pretty obvious for I really love, I guess, but maybe how did you choose TikTok as being the right channel for your minis?
I think I saw I don't want to say I copy my store because there are other stores out there. So I saw this trend and I saw how engaged are the users on TikTok. So I actually like thought about it like for these 2 weeks. I was like thinking like, yeah, we can do this. Like we can like create this store and have these people like it's like called like role play, but I people do this like it's something that people do already. So I think I got really encouraged by seeing this trend, and I wanted to hop in, and right now it's been working. So, but I mean it's not, it is challenging because again I have to do like 8 to 10 videos per day. And I think that's, some videos of course do very well and some don't. So I will get like a little discouraged when I don't post, when I'm posting a video and it doesn't have like a lot of views. But I was like, I will like, it doesn't matter, it's just entertainment, I can do another one. So I will like try to keep going on. So I think that drives me. And but yeah, I think I saw how people are engaged on TikTok, and that really like got me like wanting me to try it out too.
Got it. Okay. All right. And coming to the end, so I've got 2 more questions. One about your final like social media question, and then just one general like tips for the class. So so they're all, as I mentioned, everybody's has set up an Instagram account like for their business, which could be a real business or a fake business they kind of made up for this class.
Okay.
What would you say are the basic elements of a good social media profile? So, you know, think about when you first getting started, like what are some of the most basic things that they can kind of get off the ground and just be like, this is this is my professional profile.
Okay, so I think you really have to use those 30 hashtags you can use per post. So definitely work on the hashtags. I think that has helped me a lot. And definitely has, like I said, like I take all my inspiration from the search section. So a hashtag that's really specified on your niche, that will be really helpful. And then also engage with other people that have similar interests. So like if you're doing, I don't know, makeup only, like interact with other makeup artists or other makeup brands. And then it could be like every different niche. And also, like I said, don't get discouraged if you have like one post that's like not doing good. Like keep going. If you get like one post that does good, people will go and then give you likes to all the pictures you have, like, and it will grow, it could be better later. So it doesn't have to be like really instant, you know. And what other, so I think for me, working with other people also has helped me. So I have right now like a lot of friends that are influencers. So I will like introduce them to some of people I work, and then they will introduce me to other people. And it's not like give me a contact and I will give you a contact. It's like something that goes with the flow. Like it literally goes like surround yourself with people that have the same interest, and it could be through an Instagram group or something. Like it hasn't have to be like physical, you know, like surround with other influencers or other people that have the same company. Like it's good to know, like get to know like the sector, I will say.
Got it. Okay. No, great tips. All right. And then I just wanted to wrap up with one final question. So, you know, as I mentioned, a lot of the students in the class, they are, you know, going to be looking for their first jobs, as far as like, could be the first jobs in marketing, could be in agencies, but basically getting their start. Some of them might even be working towards, you know, doing things like in creating their own social profiles, becoming ambassadors for brands.
Mhm.
I guess any final tips for somebody that's in college today, and like what they should, you know, start to look for in the next year or two?
So I think social media is a must right now. So definitely take advantage of that. And also because of the times we are right now, people that didn't want to be on social media are now on social media. So I think the market, it's really good. I know it can be really competitive because of the same thing. It's like really, it's a big market right now, but I think my advice will be like, again, do not give up, and always will be like, try to, like, I would not say like try to keep up, but I mean, like, don't give up. Like, you can do it. Like, if something is not perfect, or you didn't like it, like, you can try again. I think this is something so cool. I mean, you can do like 3 posts of Instagram, or like all the posts you can, like, in one day. Like, there's like no limit. So I think take advantage of that, and and keep going. And if something and then if you like hit something that's really cool, then stick to it. For example, on my TikTok, on the mini superstore, I started doing everything in English, but some of my friends wanted, like, hey, please do a video of an order I want to do in Spanish. I'm like, no, like, everything's in English. And I did one for my friends in Spanish, and it was like a hit. So I started doing Spanish then, but it was something I didn't want to do at the beginning. And I saw that people like it, so I started doing more. So actually now, if you go to my TikTok, there's a section that's called Español. So you can now, like, just click there and see all the videos are in Spanish. So
That's
like,
great.
definitely, if something hits, like, stick to it and keep doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you weren't afraid to take a risk, and you tried. Yeah, you tried something different, and it actually worked out. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Very good. So Anna, thank you so much for being a part of the class. Ladies, thank you so much for joining and asking the questions live. Anna, I'll be sharing this video with everybody. But yeah, thank you again, and please let us know if we can ever be of assistance.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.